Alright, what is up everybody on YouTube? Cody Maxton coming in again for another video. Today's a sort of kind of different video. I'm doing a top 5 albums slash mixtapes of the year since the year's kind of winding down. Getting ready for Christmas and New Year's. I'm doing a different video mainly because I'm really mad. I did not get the Yeezys. If you're following me on Twitter, you know that. It was just a really long Saturday. I would go into, I'd tell you about it, but it would take 2 hours because that's how long I was sitting on Adidas fucking website. But I'm not even going to get into it. Just going to go jump right into my top 5 albums and mixtapes. I want to say mixtapes too because this isn't just albums, it's mixtapes too. And what I'm kind of judging these on are like replay value. If I can listen to the music like 6 months later down the line, that makes for a really good album or mixtape, in my opinion. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. And number 5 is a artist that none of y'all probably know of. His name is Mine, and he is probably my favorite artist over Drake, J. Cole, anybody. He's really unheard of. And I guess you could call it mixtape. It's called Calling Brio. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link to a SoundCloud in the description. And my 3 favorite songs from that are Everlast, Buck Wild, and Brightwood. That whole mixtape is pretty good, so I would definitely recommend listening to that. And also, I would recommend going and listening to his old music too, if you can find it. His old music is really hard to find because I don't know why he like took it completely down off the internet, but I had it before he actually removed it all, so there you go. Alright, jumping in at number 4, we have P Rain, Off the Books. This is a mixtape. I'm gonna leave a link to the description and I'm gonna leave a link in the description. I really like this mixtape. This is probably my favorite mixtape, or second favorite of the year. Mainly because he is an OVO affiliate, and he has a song on there with Travis Scott called Palm Trees, and I really like that song. He has another song, Rich, and On a Wave. Those are my 3 favorite songs. I'm gonna leave, like I said, I'm gonna leave a link to the description below. Tell me how you like that mixtape, because I personally really like it. And let's go ahead and jump into number 3. Alright, jumping in at number 3, we have Rodeo. I know people really love this album, and some people probably say this is number 1, but in my opinion, this was number 3. But this is still a great album. Travis Scott is probably one of my favorite artists, right behind Mine, J. Cole, and Drake. My favorite songs from the album are Pornography. When I first heard that song, that's the very first song, and I was like, yo, this album is about to be crazy. That song is so good, in my opinion. I also love 90210. He has some really like little like slick shit in there that I really like what he says, and I love the beat in that song. And then also 3500 with Future and 2 Chainz. That song goes super hard, and if you don't like that song, you are crazy, because that song it's just super hard. You can play it for like anything, and I really like it. And let's go ahead and jump into number 2. Alright, jumping in number 2. This is probably a really controversial one because most people did not like this album. It's What a Time to Be Alive, but I didn't necessarily like it at first, but over time, I really have grown to like almost every single song on there. This is my go-to album for the gym. Every song on there, besides maybe Change Locations, is probably a gym song. But Change Locations is still one of my favorite songs on there. But my top 3 songs on there are Jersey. Woo, that song is crazy. I love the beat in that song. Diamond is Dancing, I love that song as well. And Big Rings. When you're in the gym and Big Rings come on, you cannot, like, you have no choice but to go hard as fuck. And that really, like, that's just the best, one of my favorite songs on there. And I fucking hated that song at the beginning because I was like, all he does is keep saying Big Rings, but the beat, like, when you're in the gym and you're just like, yeah, like, that's so crazy, it's so good. But yeah, I would definitely if you don't like that album, I can kind of see where you wouldn't like it, but over time it just grew on me a lot. So I would say that is definitely my number two. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into number one. And I know the haters are gonna come out and say how they cannot stand this artist and they cannot stand this mixtape. But this is definitely my favorite mixtape of the year or album, and I would definitely leave a link to the description or link in the description. I don't know why I keep fucking up on that. But it's Slime Season 2 by Young Thug. At first, this is the very first mixtape I've ever listened to of Young Thug, cuz I fucking hated him before, but this mixtape is so good, you guys. I'm telling you. And a couple of my favorite songs on there are Thief in the Night, Pull Up on a Kid. Pull Up on a Kid, that's the ultimate like dance song. And then Twerk It. Twerk It, like, that's a crazy party song as well. But overall, I listened to the mixtape whole through, and I liked so many songs on it on my phone. Like, it was crazy. This is definitely the most liked song of mine. But oh yes, definitely this is definitely overall my favorite mixtape or album of the year, and I definitely recommend you guys listen to it if you haven't already. A couple options that didn't make the list that I really like. Cabin Fever 3 that just came out. That has some really good songs on it that I like. I really like Wiz Khalifa as an artist in general. Dreams Worth More Than Money. I would put that on there, but I don't like Meek Mill anymore because he wanted to come at my nigga Drake, so can't have that. Cannot have that at all. 300 Days, 300 Nights, Lil Durk. That's I can't put that on there just yet because I just started listening to it and I really haven't listened to it all the way, but it is still a really good mixtape so far. My Beyonce is such a good song and like everybody loves it. I'm going through my iTunes right now just to make sure. Summertime Shootout with Fabulous. His song on there, The Plug. That's probably my favorite song of the year, honestly. But a lot of the other songs, I don't know. But that's definitely a top mixtape of the year. But I think that's all of the song or all of the things that music wise that I really like this year. And go ahead and leave in the description or damn it, the comments what you think your top 5 music albums of the year. And they don't necessarily have to even be rap or hip hop albums. You can put a fucking country music album in there if you want. Please don't, but if you think that's a top 5 album of the year, go ahead and say it is. But I'm eager to hear what you guys say, and that's pretty much it. Also, if you're not following me, make sure you're following me on Twitter at Cody Maxton. And also, if you're not already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. All right, you guys, take it easy.